member, and we are privileged to really learn from Justus, who has really developed a lot of people in Uganda. So help me welcome our upcoming president team member, Justus. Welcome. If you can hear me, take it up.
Wow, thank you so much, Grace. I was speaking earlier on with Dennis, and he was saying that when Grace spoke, on Saturday, I felt like getting a form and signing up afresh. Now, that is how impactful your trainings and your talks are to the team. We truly thank you so much, and we thank you for being a team player and working with our team. And thank you so much. I hope and believe that people are taking note of everything that is being trained about and being talked about in this meeting, because with what Grace has just shared, if we can only put everything into action, I do believe that by the end of this month, something must have happened in our business. You know, I love telling people that our business is not just about hard work. We also need to work smart. And what does it mean to work smart? It simply means to have everything that Grace has just talked about into action. Being organized with your goals written down, and then you wake up on purpose. You wake up to go and build your business. You wake up to go and work on your goals and dreams. You wake up to go and, you have a plan. You don't just wake up to go. You even talk to people on plan, on purpose, because you know there's something that you're working on towards achieving. There's something that you are building on. So thank you so much for that amazing presentation. The recording of that presentation will be out, I think, in the next 1 hour, so that we can listen over and over and over again. And in case your downline maybe had some commitments and they were not able to log in, please share with them that recording, because that is the recording that is going to help them to kickstart them off the month, because we want to have the best November ever. Now, as you have mentioned, my talk is about structure and team building and working with a team. Now, when we talk about structure, of course, all of us as we are here, our ultimate goal is actually director. Last month, we had 3 directors. We had Evelyn Mrema from Tanzania also became an Emerald Director, going well. Team, congratulations, Evelyn Mrema. I know you're one of those committed ladies that I have never at any one moment seen miss a meeting. I think from the times we've worked together, I've only, from these Zoom meetings, there is only one meeting that I've seen you not attend, but I really, really respect that. And if you're a distributor, if you're a manager, senior manager, looking towards growing a great business, one of the things that I'm going to recommend is attend every meeting that you qualify to attend, and make sure that your whole entire team attends every single meeting they also qualify to attend. So meetings contribute a lot to the growth of our business. Now, let me talk about structure. Grace has just given us a very good target. Has given us a very good target, and a target of doing 250 personal points every single month, and sponsoring 3 people personally every single month. Now, when we returned from Durban, my mother asked me a question that I want to become a director. How can I become a director? And I simply told her just 2 statements. Number 1, you are going to make sure that you do 250 personal points every single month. Number 2, make sure that you sponsor a minimum of 3 people personally every single month. And then the people that you're introducing into the business, make sure that they are also sponsoring 3 people personally every month, and they are doing 250 personal points every single month. When you do that, give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you will have become a director. She did it. It's now 3 months. She is a brand new director. Please quote me well. There is not any single person who is going to follow that system of doing 250 personal points every month and sponsoring 3 people personally every single month. And the 3 people that you are sponsoring every month, you also teach them to do 250 every month, and you teach them to do sponsor 3 people personally every month. There is no one who is going to follow that system and do it and fail to become a director in the next 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 months from now. Because if you're sponsoring 3 people every single month, in the next 6 months, you will have hit a superstar and you will have actually sponsored 18 people personally. There is no any person that I know that has sponsored 18 people personally every single month and now has 18 people in 6 months and fails to become a director. The only people that might do it and fail to become directors are people who are not teaching their people what they are doing. When you sponsor someone in the business, don't confuse them with so many things. Don't confuse them with so many things. Just tell them to do this. Do 250 personal points, sponsor 3 people personally, and also the people you bring, let them do the same. They do 250 and they sponsor 3 people personally every single month. By you simply following that system, you are going to become a director. Now, as you're becoming a director, when we talk about structure, what do we mean? There is what we call width, and there is what we call depth. Now, I've seen people who they say, I want to become a director, and then they only bring 3 people and they stop there. That is not right. It does not get you to director. You need to continuously sponsor 3 people every single month. 3 people is the minimum. Now, I'm speaking, by the way, my presentation is, our presentation today is majorly on the people who want to become directors very soon. Very soon. When you sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people and you stop there, well, you might get 1, 2 people who are going to become executive manager. That is 4,000 points. Automatically, you're going to become director. But now, we want to talk about a director who makes a lot of money. A director who makes a lot of money is the one who is sponsoring 3 people every single month, continuously. 6 months down the road, you're still sponsoring your 3 people. Such a director is going to become a director, but you have about 18 legs. And that is a director, very good director who makes a lot of money. Let me show you something here. I want to show you, when we're talking about structure, I want to show you some examples here. Just a minute, let me show you live examples of here of directors so that you can actually know what I am talking about. Here we go. There's this. Can you clearly see? I want to show you three different categories of directors. Now, if you can see that this is a commission of one of the directors. Now, this commission, it shows that at the end of, when this month ends, this is how much is going to be credited on the account. 1,567,755 shillings. I know in Kenya, it's very difficult to be a millionaire, but here in Uganda, it's very, very easy to become a millionaire. You become a director and you become a millionaire straight away. But in simple terms, this is about roughly $500. $500, I don't know how much that can be in Kenyan shillings, but it's about $500.
That's 50,000.
That's 50,000. Now, this is one category of director. Now, the second category of director is there. He's also a director. A commission of 3 million shillings. That is about $800. How much is that?
80,000. 80,000
shillings. Now, this is also another director with 2,400,000. That's about $700.
70,000.
70,000. Now, this is another director with a 4,658,000 shillings. That is about $1,300. How much is that?
130,000.
130,000. Now, they are all directors. But why the difference in terms of earnings? It comes back to structure. It comes back to structure. There are people who sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. And after they've sponsored 1, 2, 3, 5 people, they stop there because God has blessed them with three very active people. And these 3 people go ahead and become executive managers, and they do 4,000, 5,000 points, and they become directors. Now, the 1.5 million shillings, which is about, you said it's about 50,000. Now, that is someone who has about, they've sponsored about 5 people. And out of the 5 people, 1 of them is executive manager and 2 are senior managers. And that's how they are doing 4,000 points. They have a structure of about 5 legs, about 3 to 5 legs. Now, a leg is someone that you have personally introduced into the business. If I introduce 1, 2, 3, 5 people into the business personally, those are 5 legs. If I introduce 20 people personally and they're all active, those are 20 what? Those are 20 legs. Are we together? Now, this director has about 3 to 5 legs. Now, this director who is earning 3 million shillings, which is about 70,000, 80,000, 80,000. You said 80,000, right?
Yes, yes.
80,000. Now, this is a director who has about 6, 7 legs, active legs. He has an executive manager. He has a senior manager, like 3 other senior managers. And then he has like 2, 4, 5 more managers. They are not only stopping at just recruiting people personally, they are also helping these people to grow. That's why their income is about 3 million shillings. Now, this other director who has about 2.4 million shillings, which is about 70,000. Now, this is a director with about 6 active legs, 5, 6, 7 active legs. Now, here is this director who has with about $1,200 to $2,300, about 4.6 million shillings. Now, this is a director who has been sponsoring 3 people every single month, and he has about 18 legs. He's not yet a world team member, but he's still a director, but it has about 12, 13, 14, 10 legs. Manager legs, senior manager legs, you know, and even in terms of PV, the one who has 1.5 has about 4,000 points. And the one who has 2.4 million shillings, about 70,000, that's about 5,000 points. And then the one who has about 3 million shillings, which is about 80,000, has about 7,000 points. But now this director who has very many legs, about 12, 15 legs, is actually doing about 8,000, 9,000 points. Now, all this, the money is in building the structure. I hope I am being very clear. The money is in building what? The money is in building the structure. When we are talking about building the structure, we are talking about making sure, creating that discipline of making sure that you are introducing the 3 people every single month. You're doing 250 points. By the 250 is the bare minimum for someone who wants to become director. You can even do 2,000 personal points. Last month, I did 1,800 personal points. Of course, 1,800 points means more. It means bigger commission. Someone who does 1,800 and someone who does 3,000 and personal points and someone who does 250 personal points, their incomes are different, completely different. Even the profits are different. So that's why as you're building your team, you need to build 2 teams. You need to build a customer team. You need to build a distributor team. A customer team is what gives you that daily cash flow. That daily cash flow is what helps you in building the bigger business. You need money for fuel, airtime, food, buying nice ties, nice shirts, that's everything. That can be gotten from your profits. So 250 is just the bare minimum. But now we need to create that discipline of introducing and sponsoring 3 people personally, minimum 3 people personally every single month. Every single month, you're bringing 3 people. And then as you're bringing 3 people personally, you are working on the what? On the width. Width are the people around you. Depth. Now, how do you work on depth? As you're building your structure, we talked about 2 things. We've talked about width. We've talked about depth. Now, depth. When you bring these 3 people, when you teach them to do 250 points, that is through building a customer base. When you also teach them to bring 3 people each, now you are working on depth. Now you're working on the depth. And now that's where the secret is. That's where the business is. That is where the solidity of the business is. You bring 3 people, you teach them how to do 250, you teach them how to bring 3 people each. And even the 3 people that they also bringing, you are also teaching them how to bring 3 people and to do 250 personal PV. It simply means that the people that you're bringing in, you're hoping them to become managers. If someone has joined your team, make it a point that you support them. Make it a point that in their first 3 months, they become managers. Make sure they become managers. Make sure they are stepping up. And when they become managers, make sure that you also help the other 3 people they brought to also become what? Managers, so that he becomes a senior manager. Remember that our business, we only make money when the people we are bringing into the business are making money. When people we are bringing into the business are becoming managers, when they're becoming senior managers, when they're becoming executive managers, when they're becoming directors, that is only when our business grows, and that is only when we make money. I'll give you an example of 2 animals. One, a millipede. Is it a millipede or millipede? We have understood. A millipede is an animal that has, I think it has more than 100 legs. Then we have a giraffe. A giraffe only has 4 legs, but very, very long legs. Of the 2 animals, which runs faster? It is the giraffe. Why? Because it has very long legs. The millipede has very, very many legs, but it does not run fast. So when you are bringing the 3 people, but then you're not taking time to develop them, you're not taking time to grow them, you're not taking time to help them to sponsor, you are like you are building a millipede structure. We always love calling it, you're building a flowery structure. But when you're bringing the 3 people and you're also teaching them to step up to manager, you're helping them and teaching them to also bring 3 people. And even those they have brought, you're teaching them how to sponsor 3 people. You're teaching them how to do 250. You're teaching them how to become managers. You are building the depth. You are building a giraffe structure. And that is a structure that is going to run and take you places. That is what we need to be working on. Now, in closing, I want you all guys, if you are a distributor, if you're a manager, if you're a senior manager, executive manager, if you want to become a director, I'm going to give you an assignment. We are all going to buy manila papers. Buy a manila paper. And after buying a manila paper, you are going to draw a circle at the center of the manila paper. And then you put your name. In that case, I'll put my name, Justus. And then I am going to draw circles around Justus. Around Justus, circles, 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 circles. And in total, I am going to make them 18 circles. Now, if you already have, you've already sponsored some people, in these circles you've drawn around yourself, you are going to write there those names. In the case you haven't sponsored anyone, this month of November, you are going to make sure that you bring 3 people and above. By the way, it doesn't mean that when you sponsor 3 people and the 4th one, 5th one, 6th one comes, you say, no. Grace and Justice says we only sponsor 3. No, also sponsor them. The more you sponsor, the better. But the minimum is 3 people. So this month you are going to work to make sure that you fill about a minimum of 3 circles and you put their names. If and the circle, the center is Justice. So circle number 1, I am going to put Grace. Circle number 2, I put Dennis. Circle number 3, I put Evelyn. And if Joseph also comes, I also do what? I also put them, isn't it? So that means my goal for this month is going to be to fill 3 circles, a minimum of 3 circles. But then also these people that I'm putting, I am also going to extend and put some circles and also put for them circles so that when they also sponsor, I also put those names there. Because remember, I am supposed to do what? To support them. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your assignment because we're into building a structure. And get this manila paper, put it in your bedroom so that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you see is your structure. Remember, we are building a business, we are building a structure. And there is no any structure that you can build that doesn't have a what? A plan. Now those 18 distributors around you, which you are supposed to hit within 6 months so that you become a director within 6 months. Of course, when you follow that plan, there's even a chance that you can actually become a director in about 3 months, even 2, even 4, even 5. All of us, as we are listening here, we all have the potential to become directors. but we can only become directors if we follow the plan. 250 personal PV, 3 people personally sponsored every single month. Follow through and then teach these people how to also do the same. 1 to 3 months from now, we are going to be celebrating as many directors as possible. And we are going to be enjoying huge, huge income. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a blessed evening. I wish you the very best of November. November is going to be a very good month. And the people who are here in Uganda, our convention is on the door. It is knocking. Our convention, December 10th, 11th, and 12th. November is the final month. November is the final month for the incentives. The incentives were running from August to November. All the new executive managers from the month of August to November are all going to be visiting Queen Elizabeth National Park, and they are actually going to be, and they are going to be, they are all going to be attending, to be having that lifestyle. All executive managers. We were initially 12 people. This month we have added on 2 new executive managers. So the list is growing and growing and growing bigger. We want to have a minimum of 30 people. We can do that this month. You can become a director, you can become an executive manager, and you will attend. Grace, I see you're communicating about the convention in Kenya. Please, you can unmute yourself and so that people can hear properly when the convention.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Justus. The convention that we are looking forward to attend is the Eagles Convention at Nairobi KICC this month on the 19th of November. All distributors, we are supposed to pay 1,000 Kenya shillings and directors 1,500. Congratulations to all those who have paid and their t-shirts are already out. If you're a distributor and you're really serious about building your business, kindly pay your money, 1,000 Kenya shillings. The pay bill is already on the WhatsApp groups. Forward me the message and the size of your t-shirts. Let's try to make this payment by the 10th of this month, and looking forward to you participating in the event. God bless you.
Wow, thank you so much. And for you, Kampala, Uganda, every distributor is paying 35,000 shillings. Deadline is 20th of November. Every director is paying 600,000 shillings. Deadline is 10th of November. Every working member is paying 1 million shillings. Deadline is 10th November. Have a good evening.
Okay, thank you. I forgot one more.